Hi, welcome back to How to Be a Working Comic. My name is Dave Schwensen. I'm author of the book How to Be a Working Comic, and today we're going to talk about bombing. More specifically, bombing on stage. A lot of the newer comedians I work with, and notice I said newer, not in age, not younger or older, newer comedians that have been wanting to do this for a while have this fear, this worry, they're going to go on stage and nobody's going to laugh. It's called bombing. And I'll tell you what, it happens to all comics. And I don't care who the comic is, if they say they've never bombed, they're either delusional or they're lying. Because I have seen just about every comic I've worked with bomb at one time or another. I won't drop their names here because I know there are millions of people watching this YouTube video. But in my workshops, I do drop names, and some of my comedian friends out there will know who I'm talking about.
Name dropping is the practice of naming or alluding to important people and institutions within a conversation.
Some of the funniest stories I've heard from comedians have not been about their successes, not about the best shows they've ever done, more about the bombs they've had, the bad shows they've done. It turns out to be very funny experiences. There have been movies about this, books written about it.
5, 6, 7, 8. For God's sake, come on. Are you trying to make me look like a fool?
Is there a way to keep from bombing on stage or to pull yourself out of it if you are bombing? Well, in my opinion, it takes experience and stage time, which is pretty much the same thing. But I do have a story for you, as I always do, that maybe can help you if this is happening to you on stage. A very well-known comedian that I worked with in Hollywood, a very good writer, is known as a good writer, and he had a lot of good comedy material. He was the kind of comedian you would see on stage every Friday, Saturday night at the top clubs because he was a top act. I saw him go up one time, I remember it was a Thursday, and he was doing his material. But the audience wasn't laughing. Now you got to remember, every audience has its own personality. You're not going to get the same response from every single audience. This audience, for some reason, didn't take to his material. So they were sitting there in silence, and he was bombing. But I watched him, and it didn't faze him one bit. He took the microphone out of the stand. He moved the stand out of the way and he started talking to the audience. The old comedy shtick questions. Hey, where are you from and what do you do for a living? And he started asking that for all the people, and he eventually got this conversation going. Everybody was laughing, he was interacting, it was very funny. He stepped back, he put the microphone back in the stand, and started doing his comedy material again, and he killed. They loved it. I asked him afterwards, I said, I didn't know you could do that. I thought you were pretty much writing material because you are so talented at that. He said, I started out my career as an MC, as all comics do, and the job of an MC is to talk with an audience. And that's all I did. I got them involved in the show, and it took off from there. I'll probably talk more about being an MC in a later video, but for right now, we're going to end that. I hope you didn't think this one was a bomb. Once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Dave Schwensen, author of How to Be a Working Comic, and until we meet again, keep laughing.